copywriters don't suck at outreach. They're just basement goblins. So I'm going to give you a story from when I first started copywriting back in 2022 and why I wasn't landing any premium clients that will pay me thousands and thousands per month, and why that may be the case for you and what to do instead. So I had just started copywriting back in 2022, and in my mind I was like, okay, this program is telling me to send, I was in the real world, it was telling me to send 40 outreach a day. I'm like, okay, whatever, 40 outreach a day, that's pretty cool. And in my mind I was like, okay, what if I do 100 outreach a day? What if I outreach all day? What if I stop going to the gym? What if I stop going out with my friends? What if I stop replying to my family's phone calls? What if I just lock in? What if I just go monk mode, then I never go out and I never speak to anyone again? And guess what? That's exactly what I did. So I kept outreaching and I kept outreaching and I kept outreaching and I kept grinding in my little business. But for some reason, I wasn't landing any clients. In fact, I wasn't even getting any premium business owners to reply to my messages. And that is the funny part. In my mind, I was like, oh, I'm going to work all this time and then I'm going to make all this money. That's what I thought. And what I realized is that this was actually working against me. Because what is outreach really? What is writing copy? What is outreach if you think about it? It is talking to people. And if you're in your home all day, how are you going to be talking to people? How are you going to master talking to people? If outreach and copywriting is talking to people and yet you still then you stop talking to people, how exactly are you going to master outreach, which is talking to people? Does that make sense? So most copywriters become basement goblins. They stop going out, they stop interacting with the world, they stop doing all these things that actually make them human. In fact, in a world where AI is a thing, like I was recording a video about this before, like Mogotet or whatever his name is, recorded a video, actually 7 months ago, posted a video saying that AI's IQ is literally doubling every 5.7 months. At the time he posted this, AI's IQ was like 155 or something, and Einstein's IQ was 163. Right now, AI's IQ is literally double than Einstein's. So in a few months, it's going to be 600, 1,200, and so on and so forth. And so what that means is that we cannot just be basement goblins anymore. AI is taking over. And so what we need to do in this day and age is we need to be more human than ever. In fact, I was having a conversation about this with my family. So, my mother was like, okay, so why do you post this post where you're swearing? Why are you using fuck a lot in your videos? I'm like, this is what makes me personable. I told her, the more personable you are, the more money you make and the more relatable you are. I don't even know if personable is even a word. But anyway, or she told me on Facebook, I have my fighting nickname that my coach gave me after my first professional fight, and he called me Nightmare. That's what he called me. Everybody's afraid to fight me, that's why. And I'm kidding, by the way. And maybe I'm not. And I put this in my Facebook. And so my mother was like, why do you put the Nightmare there? Do you think that's clients are gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, oh, but are you really serious? It shouldn't be about you're not, for fighting it's okay, but for business it's not okay. And I'm like, no, this works the opposite. You don't understand. I've landed more than 3 clients only because of this. I've landed a 9-figure client, maybe billionaire, I don't know, who's working with people like Andrew Tate, like Ryan Garcia, like Messi, all these fucking people. And I landed her because of the fighting, because she was also a fighter back in the day. I landed another client, an agency client that I helped launch like more than 6 to 8 offers in just a few weeks. I landed another client, don't remember, who did I land? I don't remember, but I remember it was 3 clients. And then this 4th client that just reached out to me, inbound copywriting client that we're working with his 8-9-figure e-com companies, he said, by the way, what is the Nightmare thing in your profile? Do you see that it actually makes a difference when you're a human? Like, imagine this. Imagine if I wasn't a human. Imagine if I was just a basement goblin, just being inside my home. Would I be able to have the Nightmare nickname? No. Would I have so many countless stories that make me myself? No. Again, in a world with AI, you need to show yourself. You need to show why you are different. It's just about the skills. Everybody has the skills. Not everybody, but after a certain point, many people have the skills. Okay, so the question becomes, how can you be different than these people? And one of the easiest ways to do that is to have a unique personality, be unique. And the way you do this is by going outside, having experiences. Like in the last year, I've had so many experiences that probably collectively, all my last year's experience have been more than the experiences that I had in the last 20 years combined. This is how crazy this is. All because I'm working all day and then I leave some time, maybe if not every single day, a day after day or just 1 or 2 times a week, I'm going outside and I'm having fun. Like yesterday with some girls, with my best friend, we're having fun. We're doing some weird stuff that I'm not gonna get into. It was some weird, funny stuff. We're going to some abandoned, sharing scary stories. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is this is part of my personality, and all these experiences that you're gaining, it gives you confidence, it gives you experience, and it gives you wisdom that you can use. And what I've realized is that knowledge and experience adds on to each other. So just because you got an experience in the real world, let's say with some girl, I don't know, just because you got some experience there, it doesn't mean that you can't use it elsewhere. So let's say you're a content creator, you can use it for content. Let's say you can use it everywhere. You can use it everywhere. Everything that happens to you, you can use it everywhere. My fighting, everybody when I hop on a sales call with a client, it's like, oh, what are these gloves? Oh, I'm a professional fighter as well. But do you know how they react? Do you know how much they admire this? Do you know how much they respect this? Do you know how much competency that shows? Because again, you don't need client results to land clients. You need to create the perception that you have client results. And you also need to show you're competent. And that's why you need to be personable and you need to show your personality and your hobbies and everything. Because who else would be a professional fighter? Not many people. And so what does that show? Uniqueness, first and foremost, but more importantly, it shows competency. If this guy is training every single day for 2 to 3 hours, he's a professional fighter, he's winning everybody, this guy must be good at what he does because he wins at everything. If he wins at fighting, he can probably do this. If he has the guts to go in the ring and fight, he can probably crush this for me. He can probably make a few million for me. So that's the mindset that's happening inside your client's. That's the thought process that's happening inside your client's mind. And so again, you probably don't suck at outreach. You're most likely a basement goblin. Click the link below. Join the copy cartel, and I'm going to give you my exact system for landing these 2 to 6 year clients. I'm going to show you how to stop being a basement goblin. I'm going to give you all the systems that I've used to land multiple fucking clients, make more than 100K from copywriting, still being in the game. I'm showing you everything I'm using to over deliver for my clients, and I'm getting everything for fucking almost free, bro. So, see you.